Hey guys, Briantech here, bringing you another RuneScape video. Now, this is the 0 to 10 mil money making method that I've been talking about, and I've previously made a video about this. It was like about 6 to 7 months ago. I really can't remember from the top of my head, but it's been getting pretty good feedback. It's got over 40k views, and it just shows that a lot of people really want to get money from scratch, and that's what I'm here to show you guys today, guys. And in the video back then, I was also pretty rusty, and my cash per hour was pretty on par, but now it's been 7 months, so it's time for a new one for a more accurate representation of this method. And yeah guys, this will be pretty much the better version of it, and I will be showing you 3 to 4 methods, 3 to 4 methods, yes, 3 to 4 methods in this video that will make you 0 to 10 mil per hour. Just because once you have 10 mil, your first screen cash stack, you can somewhat flip, you can somewhat buy gear, you can somewhat PVM, and you know, it's smooth sailing from there. And other than that, guys, let's get on with the guide. Now, the first method that's gonna be in this guide is actually one that's very low level, and most of you guys can do it, as the requirement is only 10 summoning. Now, this money making method is actually casting egg spawn scrolls, and like I said, it only requires 10 summoning, and you only need around 20k to start this money making method off, 20 to 50k. Now, if you guys can't get 20 to 50k, just go pick up some ashes from the ground. Picking up ashes is about 300k cash per hour, believe it or not, or chop some new logs for around 10 to 20 minutes if you can't get it. But once you get it, it's definitely worth it. Now, per inventory is only going to take around 6k, but in return you get 38k, so you profit around 32k per 45 seconds ish. Now, this method, why I did this over the white berries one, is just because that white berries have a higher requirements. You got to do some quests, you got to do this, you got to do that, and it's not as efficient as this, and it's not as easy as this. And this method, you really don't need to use summoning scrolls, as you guys can see in this video, just because the cost for the special attack, the special ability bar, I believe it's what it's called, or special move bar, is very low. So you really don't need to use it. Maybe 1 to 2 doses, maybe. But like I said, profiting 32k in such a short amount of time is very good, and it's around 1 mil per hour. Now, RuneScape Wikia is actually rating this at 1,052,000, so I'm sure most of you can get 1 mil per hour too, just because there's no really hidden requirements in it. Like, for example, if you want to get like 4 to 5 mil in Frost Dragons, you need a pack yak. If you don't, you're only going to be making what, 3 mil. But for this method, there's no hidden things, so you will be guaranteed around 1 mil unless the prices change. So that's why I put this method into this money making method. Now, the second one is actually killing blue dragons. Now, this method is very simple too. Now, the only requirements, at least the ones that I'm demonstrating on the video, is actually is 68 minimum agility, maybe 70. And if you guys want to get in the resource dungeon, if the world gets crowded, you guys can. But as you guys can see in my clip, I'm in world 6 and it's pretty much empty, but I just went into the resource dungeon to demonstrate it to you guys. Now, this method is very easy. As you guys can see, you kill these blue dragons very, very fast, and you're just gonna want to pick up the dragon bones and the blue dragon hide. Now, you guys can do the black dragons money making method. Now, the black dragons make around 2 mil per hour, and the blue dragons make around 1.8 mil per hour. So the only reason why I'm really showing you guys the blue dragons one is just because that it has a lower requirement level than the black dragon ones. But if you guys can do the black dragon ones, I strongly suggest you do that instead. Now, I have some videos of it in my channel, so if you guys want to know what the requirements of it and stuff are, you guys can go check it out in my channel. Now, this method is around, like I said, is around 1.8 mil per hour, so which is really, really good, especially that it's super fast to kill, and I'm only using Void in a chaotic maul. Now, I'm assuming that you guys made 1 mil from that money making method that I've shown you guys before. So you guys can easily spend around 500k to 600k in combat equipment, so you guys can get like arrows and an abyssal whip and an offhand dragon scimitar or something, and you'll easily make your money back in the first hour or even more than that. And that's why I highly recommend this as your second method. And I'll be showing you guys the third method right about now. But before I show you guys the third method, you guys if you guys don't feel like PVMing or anything like that, for your third method, you guys can actually just tan dragon hides with your money earned, but you will need a good bit of it first. But if you guys don't feel like dying, or if you guys don't feel like constantly spamming your abilities, you guys can just do an easy method and just tan dragon hides, as you guys can see in this clip right here. Now it's around 2 mil to 1.8 mil per hour, so it's really very simple, easy to do, and I have a guide on it too. It really depends on what dragon hide you really use, but if you guys don't feel like killing frost dragons, as you guys can see right now, you guys can do that, and you guys will be making around 2 mil an hour, and it's very easy. And if you guys don't feel like killing blue dragons, you guys can do that method too. But the third method that I'm going to be showing you guys is actually killing frost dragons. As you guys can see, it's very simple, and I'm sure most of you by now have 85 dungeoneering, but if you don't, like I said, you guys can go kill blue or black dragons, or even tan blue or royal dragon hides. Now, the reason why I chose frost dragons instead of any other money making method as my last one is just because it's pretty much anyone can make 3 mil an hour with frost dragons, assuming if you have a terror bird or something like that. But if you guys have like 96 summoning, I'm sure you guys already know how to get 0 to 10 mil, and you guys can easily make 4 to 4.5 mil per hour. But for the average player, you guys can easily make 3 mil an hour with this. And as you guys can see, I'm just ripping through it. I'm just using void, guys, not even any prayers, or no prayer pots or anything like that, or no food. I'm not even using food, and I'm not even using prayer, and I'm still ripping through this. Now I will be turning on soul split pretty soon, but yeah guys, this method, it's pretty solid and reliable, and that's really the reason why I chose it, just because I'm pretty sure this video is going to be up for about 6 to 8 months like my last one. So I have to make sure that the money making method will stay pretty much up to date as long as I can. So that's why I carefully chose this method. Now you will have to fight for some of the worlds. I had to hop 2 times, so that's probably why you saw me start at around, that's why you saw me start with a few bones in my inventory. So, you know, but if you guys can get a world, very simple and very efficient way of money making. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go cut to the outro, and yeah. Alright guys, that is gonna wrap up this 0 to 10 mil money making method. Now I hope you guys enjoyed it, and before I get to that, let's just get to some final calculations before I wrap to the conclusion. Now, warning, this will take around 6 to 8 hours. It really depends on how much you do it, and depends on what method you really do. And also guys, a fair word of warning, this will get very tedious. I know that guys, but don't quit on this. But once you finish it, this game will be much easier once you have your first green cash stack, because you can start to flip, you can start to buy some better gear, you can buy, you know, you can do lots of things with 10 mil, and it'll help you get started. So when you're doing a method, don't stop halfway just because you're bored, because it's gonna really it's really gonna hurt you in the long run. So if you are gonna do a method, at least do it for a whole hour before you stop. Yeah, and I know it is tedious, and that's why it kind of took me as a RuneScape player a while to get my first 10 mil, just because I really get bored of money making methods, especially the lower level ones, just because they're very tedious. But once you get up there guys, once you get into more money, once you have more money, once you have better gear, once you have higher stats or something like that, the methods will become less tedious and will make even more money. So just bear the 10 mil and just stay strong while you're getting it, and don't quit. And that's my words of advice to you guys. But other than that guys, I hope you guys liked this video. Please give a like if you enjoyed it. Comment if you have any more questions or criticisms or anything like that. Comment if you have any more. And like I said, comment if you think this method was a good one, or if I missed out on some calculations and stuff like that, please let me know in the comment section below, and subscribe for more future content, guys. But other than that, have a good day, guys. Bye.